talking with Paul Baloche about his latest album, Behold Him. Paul, thank you so much for joining us today. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
Great to be with you. I miss all my friends in Canada. We've toured that wonderful country from east to west and west to east, from Halifax to British Columbia. So
yeah.
A lot of
and you have a strong link. Probably some folks already know this, but you have a strong link with Canada. Your mother was born in Canada, is that right?
Well, my mother was born in Nova Scotia, in the French part of between Yarmouth and Digby there. And then my father was born in Winnipeg.
Wow.
So both of my parents were born in Canada, and then they met in Philadelphia, and that's where I was raised, pretty much outside of Philadelphia.
Let's jump into Behold Him. You're kind of 25 plus years into your career, since you're probably not since you started singing, but since you started releasing albums. Tell us a bit about the Behold Him project and what makes it special to you.
Well, I think it represents, because I've been around for 25 years, one of the benefits is you build a lot of friendships and relationships with other writers and other worship artists. And so this project to me is a culmination and a reflection of just years of relationships and friendships. Most of the songs were co-written, all of them, in fact, were co-written with people like Brenton Brown, Matt Redman, the Elevation guys. I got to know them recently, and they invited me down to speak to their staff and said, hey, let's hang out for a day and let's write a song. So we wrote a song together with Chris Brown and Stephen Furtick. And then, let's see, then Kim Walker-Smith on the title cut, Behold Him. She was gracious to join me and sing with me on that song, along with Carrie Job sang with me on another song. So I feel like it's a reflection of friendships, relationships of many, many years. And I'm really honored and humbled that they were just so willing to jump in there and get alongside me and keep me from sounding like an old man.
Obviously the COVID-19 situation has changed things for a lot of artists. You probably had a whole slew of concerts lined up after the launch of the album. Have you done some live concerts online? What other things
I have done that. I've led worship for churches almost every weekend, including one in Moncton, the Wesleyan church there in Moncton, good friends there, where I just pre-recorded a time of leading worship, led at Saddleback and just a bunch of different churches. That's been really fun and a great way to sort of stay engaged in the worship leading process. I've done 14 podcasts. We uploaded all of our training materials on songwriting, leading worship, and worship team things online now on our YouTube channel. So just YouTube channel, go to Lead Worship or Paul Baloche, and boom, it's all for free. So anyone involved in worship ministry or songwriting can go there and go through the modules. That's been, a way to just try to use the time productively.
I remember once in one of your video clips, you were talking about the process of songwriting and the advice you had for songwriters who, might have hit a writer's block is to sing their prayers.
Right.
And I thought that was a really interesting way to develop a song, is to start there. Even though that may not be a song in the end, it sort of leads you into that idea. Have you found during COVID-19 that you're singing your prayers? What are you doing to stay creative in creating new songs?
Well, I do this ministry to the Lord. Anybody, if you put ministry to the Lord, Baloche, if you Google that, it's sort of been a life teaching and a life practice, is to get myself in a room, whether it was a sanctuary and during this season into like a bedroom, a back room in New York City. Also, I can climb to the very top of our apartment building. There's where the elevator shaft is, and no one goes there. So I'm all alone, and I can sing real loud, and it's just that time that I can really connect with the Lord. And if people want to go deeper, I could explain that, but it's this ministry to the Lord. and it's found in First Chronicles 16. And that's just been a life practice that has kept my soul alive.
Well, that's wonderful. I think that's good advice for anybody, no matter what creative art they're involved in, that you can do that, whether you're able to get out and be with other people, or you're, on a roof overlooking New York City, which that sounds like a great setting to be doing something. Paul, thank you so much for taking the time today. Folks, you can check out his latest CD. It's called Behold Him, and it's available wherever music is sold. And we really appreciate it. It's great to see you once again. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks, Martin. Thanks. And I look forward to seeing all my French, Canadian, and Canadian friends very soon, Lord willing. Yes, Lord.
Wonderful.